Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Wow, you know what? We are close to the end of the year and I've got plans running through my head. Some of them are good and some of them are like, woman, what were you thinking? But you know, the good ones will stick and hopefully the bad ones will just drift away. I think it was yesterday I was talking about Tackle It Tuesday. I think that is fun. You know, maybe getting the opportunity to finish up some of my whips that I have and, go through my room and find all the things that I've forgotten about for a while. Yeah, but we can't do something that potentially assists with finishing projects without a starting day, right? I don't know what day that would be, but, I got to start something at least once a week. I mean, I finish well over 50 projects a year anyway, somewhere between 50 and 100. I have no idea how many I finished this year. I really don't. But that's typical, all sizes, because some things are like really tiny and everything, and you can whip out quite a few of them, and some things are really big and they take months or 8 months, like some of the sweaters. But that's okay, right? In November I did 21 things, so there's a chance I hit 100. November alone, I got 21. I think I got a couple more than that because there were a couple we forgot about, but that's all right. So I don't know what day or something like that, but I do like that idea. Oh, before I forget, hey, look at this. Day 18 of the Tangled Poet Advent Calendar. We are counting down. These are 30 gram minis for the people that don't know that. That's how the Tangled Poet yarn has come in. I'll open that in a little bit later. I'll open that towards the end. Absolutely fantastic, right? Just wonderful. I just didn't want to forget that because I've done that and had to stop and cut in the fact that I opened the little bag. So I haven't started it yet, but I was looking at, maybe I'll wait until the first of the year because I got time, but I was looking at my bamboo pop. Right, the bamboo pop, I like that color, right? That just it's that off kind of green. It's not quite chartreuse. Might say it is. Bamboo pop lemongrass. Lemongrass. I like the color. So if you're not familiar with the bamboo pop, this is a number 3 weight, and that's what I was looking for, was a DK weight yarn. And it is 50% cotton, 50% bamboo. Feels nice, has great stitch definition to it. It's, like I said, number 3, and it has 292 yards for the 100 gram balls. Sweet. So what I'm looking at, I need 2 of these, and I have 2. I've got a bunch of this in some feminine colors, or more towards feminine. I think this one's a unisex. And the one that I'm wanting to make, it is in a crochet book that I've recently picked up because I want to make that. I think that is fantastic. And Mom likes to put the babies in jumpers, like little onesie type jumper, like things like that. Oh, this one, if you're not familiar, this is Timeless Textured Baby Crochet. And there are 20 patterns in this book. And I'm impressed with the pictures in it. I'm impressed with it. I've shown this one before. I haven't brought it up on my live. And that's probably why I'm looking at going, oh, I want to make that. Babies due in May. So, somewhere around there. So I've got time. So I can wait until the first of the year to start something. And yeah, there's so many in this book that I want to make. I got it on Amazon. It was on sale. Full price, it's $24.99 US dollars. And look at this. Look at that pattern. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I want to make a lot of them. I really do. So I was thinking I would try the first one with bamboo pop. Oh, trust me, I have been out and about looking at yarns to use for this because, I just don't have enough yarn of my own. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Make it work. But keeping it with the 3, it says it's a DK weight. It says it needs, for even up to the, well, what size is the largest size? I don't remember. So this one, the largest size, goes to 12 to 18 months, and it would need approximately 493 yards. Each one of these is 292 yards, so just under 600 yards. Perfect. I'm liking that. Plenty. 293. So, you know what? I could. Where's the yardage again? Where's the yardage again? 325 or 355 yards is the smallest one. So with this, it would be just over one of these to make the smallest, the 0 to 3 months on that particular pattern. I bet well, I don't want to bet, but I don't mind betting. But yeah, I wonder if there's a couple patterns in here that would be just literally one ball. You know, we've got, look at the sweater, 378 yards of a light DK weight for the entire sweater for the 0 to 3 month size. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, not bad. So I've got plenty of yarn. I don't mind getting the second ball. Yeah, so I was looking at that type of stuff going, ooh, I want to make that, and digging out that yarn. And, you know, true to form, I've had that conversation when it's something that I am just passionate about wanting to work on, start, create, what have you. I start like a mad woman. I just, you know, it is off the rails and like, what do you mean you just started that like an hour ago? Are you kidding? That's how it is. Now, if it's something that I pick up because, hey, I should probably work on this. Don't start anything new, like right now. Don't start anything new. You can hold off, work on something. You know, I grab my socks. My socks aren't getting any love. They're not getting any love. I have enough to give away at Christmas. I have, this is, if it was closer to being done, maybe, but this is sock number 1. Yeah, that's not enough. And part of it, I did pick it up and everything, and I went to go put a couple rounds on it, and then I remembered why I set it down. No, I didn't make any mistakes. It's fine. Well, okay, I didn't make any mistakes that I've noticed. There might be mistakes, but I haven't noticed them, so they get to stay. But what I am looking at is, do I want this pair of socks with this Wisdom, you know, universal yarn? Do I want them to match, as in perfectly matchy match, right? I can do that if I stop now and make the toe, and then they'll be whatever size. And I can do that and make a long toe and everything. And then because where I'm at with this yarn, this green right here, you see that? Right past that cuff, that green, that's where I'm at. So I'd have to kind of pull back one row of this, you know, and then put this contrasting color on. So then my yarn starts right here in that pattern sequence, and then they would be exact matching pairs. That's why I set it down. So it depends on who gets this pair of socks as to how long I want that toe to be, how big I want those to be. And that's the, let's see, those are attached, those are attached. Where's my other one? All right, here we go. I have one. Here's a sock form, or one of. I got a few. So here's a sock. Let's see how big that is, because it's not a big, I've got enough yarn that I can make this into, you know, large person sock. See? So there it is right now. And if I decided to just do the toe, it can, you know, it would be that size. Not a bad size. But if I wanted it for one of the more larger adult men, I mean, I could extend that toe out a bit more too and make it. I might do that. I might. And then I'd have one sock done. Yeah. And then start the next sock and, you know, feel like I got some progress. I'm not sure. So after picking this one up, I realized why I had set it down, because I hadn't made that decision yet as to who gets this pair. Makes a difference. If I leave it in that middle range, then anybody can choose it. But if I make it really big, then it's for my oldest son. And if I make it really small, it's for my daughter-in-law, because they're the outliers. Everyone else is in between, and they get choices, right? That's how that works. So I'm not really sure. I should have made that decision on this earlier. I didn't. I just wasn't feeling it. That, I came home from work and I was tired. I stopped off at a store and everything, and I was trying to find some last minute Christmas gifts and was not successful. Not so much. You know, so that was like, oh, that's a bummer. I just wanted to pick up some little things, because everybody out there that is a mom, grandma, dad, grandpa, whatever it happens to be, right? And you have multiple people, especially the young, I've got grandkids, the youngins, you still try to get similar. Not the exact same thing, but don't cause the jealousy. Don't help to feed into that. Oh, you like them more, you know. And it makes it difficult sometimes because, you know, sometimes you find things and it's perfect for one child and you're like, wow, I can't believe I found this. This is absolutely amazing. It was on like this massive sale. It looks like $1 million, but I paid 5, you know, that type of thing. You know, and you get that and you're great, but you can't find something else equal to all the others, you know. So that's where we're at right now. I'm like, the adults, they get it. But the babies, we got to do things for the babies. That's the important thing. Yeah. So those are my musings, is figuring out, oh, I'm definitely going to be starting new projects. We know this. I mean, I have a lot that I should finish and things that I completely forgot about. But I might as well put a schedule of casting on or crocheting something, you know, starting a new project a week, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I might as well announce it. Just don't know what day. They, you know, like, here's my I started something day. You know, the oops, I did it again. Whatever you want to call it, because that's what it's going to be. But yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know. Beyond that, I am ready to see what's in here. I am so ready to see what is in this beautiful bag. Let's see. So as a reminder, for day 17, this is what we got in day 17, was this beautiful, gorgeous, pale yellow skein, this 30-gram hank of yarn. So day 18, let's see. Oh my gosh. I got to open. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I like that. Is that like a pale peach? Yeah, that's like a peach right there. Okay, so let me put this up with oh, that's nice. So this one's 17, 18. Let me see. Do I have 16 sitting here? I do, but it's underneath some other stuff. I think that was 16. So that's the last 3 days. Look at that. That is... Aberdeen Wool said it was going to be a complete fade, and all over from start from one to a fade to the other. And they're not kidding. This is fantastic. I wish I could take credit for, hey, I did all this research and I picked out the perfect advent calendar for me. I didn't do any research. I was on their site and they had some issues going on, and a lot of people in the community were definitely supporting. And I had never done an advent calendar before. And last year I saw so many people opening up some advent calendars, and I thought, well, that looks like fun. It is a bit of an investment. It is a bit of a gamble, because you just don't know, right? It's a mystery. And if you don't like mysteries, don't do it. But I jumped on board and ordered said advent calendar, just kind of like this, hoping that it was good. I don't think I went in and did all the calculations, if you want to call it, on the value, right? That dollar cost value. I have since having it, and I have since opening it when I realized each one of these are 30 grams. I had to have read it, but I don't remember. So the yarn alone, it's like 8.2 100-gram skeins of hand-dyed specialty yarn. And for the price that I paid, it definitely hit within my sweet spot of where I like to pay for yarn, or I'd prefer to, you know, hoping that things will go on sale. And then adding all the extras. Yeah, I'd love to take credit and say, that's why I got it, because I just knew it was a great deal. Yeah, I didn't realize. And I'm just totally thrilled and totally happy that, wow, that is a great deal. Especially since if you buy minis, they're expensive. I was just at a local yarn store last week, and a lot of their minis are up to, you know, $9, you know, for just the minis. And they're not 30-gram minis. No. They're not 30-gram minis. You might get 20, 25 grams or something like that. 20 grams is mostly. And a lot of them were $9. And if you add up the parts of the mini, they are more expensive than the 100-gram skein of yarn in a lot of cases. And that's because of the labor involved with winding off a full 100-gram ball of yarn into 4 or 5 minis, depending on, I mean, these weren't 4 or 5 because they're 30 grams each. But if you're doing a lot of companies will do 20 grams. Like, okay, here's my full skein. I'm going to get 5 minis out of it. So they're winding that off, and then they're hanking it up in the pretty little hanks, and then they're doing all the marketing and what have you. So they do cost more. And with this, I'm stunned that they're making a lot of money, if that makes any sense. Because I know what I paid for this. And I know what's in here, and there's a lot of extra things. Now, you know, the patterns, I like the patterns, but a lot of people, when they're looking at a mystery, they're like this or that on the patterns, because it's like, well, it's not something, I know the pattern is normally $5, $8, whatever the price is, but I wouldn't have picked that and paid for that, so it has no value add. I get that. But when you look at all the different things and the fun, oh my gosh, this has been so much fun. And no, I'm not trying to advertise for them. That is not what I'm doing. I'm just saying from my experience, I'm really happy that I happenstance gravitated towards, jumped on board the Tangled Poet Advent Calendar, as I can see me using everything that I got, and they're decent amounts. You know, the 30 grams are a good amount of yarn. I do have some of their, like the pickle jar minis. They're like 6 grams, like little scraps of yarn, and that's going to be a lot of fun to play with too. But for projects and putting things into stuff and combining the yarns, 30 grams is a lot. I can do a lot with that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Well, anyway, that's what I have for today. And I'm going to go try to figure out what's coming up next, and all the other things with the days, and looking forward to, I'm not looking in the box. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not looking in the box. Looking forward to tomorrow and seeing what tomorrow brings. One more last chance for those that did not want to see the Advent calendar for day 18 because you haven't opened yours yet. I'm popping it up. Look at that. It is so pretty, and it just, I mean, it blends in so well with yesterday's. These are just amazing me. They are amazing me. I'm just thrilled. Oh my gosh, I am so thrilled. With that, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.